Blackmagic Design just announced their pre-NAB livestream, which historically means we get a new version of DaVinci Resolve. I want to talk about what you should do before downloading and installing the new version to ensure that you have the smoothest experience and you don't lose any of your projects. Now, as a word of caution, if you're in the middle of a project, especially something important and time sensitive, it is not recommended that you update, even if the new features are really cool. The new version is likely going to be in a public beta for a while, and as a result is going to be less reliable than a full release. So if they do a public beta like usual, wait a couple of days before downloading the new updates, so that way you can see if it causes other people issues. Let them be the guinea pigs. You can usually find good information about how the update's doing on the Blackmagic forum, in the DaVinci Resolve community Discord server, the Reddit page, the Facebook groups, and places like that. All that said, if you're ready to update and get some of the new features, there's one really important thing that you need to do, and that is back up your project library. While it doesn't happen that often, your projects can get corrupted when updating, and if you don't have a backup available, you're just stuck with those broken versions of the projects that you can't do anything with. Usually with the new version, every time you open a project in it, now that project cannot be opened in past versions. So again, if you open something in the new version, find a feature that doesn't work and want to go back to the old version, that project is not going to work in the old version anymore. All this to say, take a few minutes to make a backup. It's going to save you a lot of headache in the event that you run into some big issue. But how do you make a backup? Well, it came to the right place. So I just created a library just so we could test with this, and I just have one project in here that's hinting at a whip grid update, so stay subscribed for that. But what I'm going to do is just right click on the project and close out just to make sure I've saved that project and that is good. And to actually back up this library, I'm just going to press the information button, come down to backup, and now what we need to do is select the location. I'm just going to override the example one that I did right here by clicking on it so it has the same name. And when I press save, it's going to ask us if we want to replace that, and then give us one more confirmation to back up the library. When I do this, if I have a big project library, it might take a couple of minutes, but because I just have this one project, it's going to go pretty much instantly, and the backup was successful. And if something goes wrong, you can easily restore it just by coming to this little download icon right here, and then selecting that disk database file, and then pressing open. It's going to ask us for a few things. We have to create a new library, and then select a location for that. And then when I press create, it's going to ask us if we want to restore it. We can confirm that. It might take a few minutes again if you have a big library. This time it says that it was successful, so now over on the left, we can go back to the example library, and now I can see that project is loaded in just like so. One thing to keep in mind is this does not back up any media. It just backs up the project files, which keep track of the timeline, the effects that you've applied, all of that stuff. The media is still going to reference from the original location, but that stuff shouldn't break because you updated to a new project. This is a simple process, but a really important step every time Blackmagic Design releases a new update, just to protect your files and save you the time of having to recreate everything. And hey, you know what goes great with the new update? Some new DaVinci Resolve tools. I build high quality edit page templates that let you create beautiful titles and animations without using any keyframes. If you're interested in speeding up your workflow and making editing more fun, check out Editor Collection and Editor Titles from Whip Templates, linked down below. Bonus points if you get the Editor Bundle. These are tools that save me hours on every project, and I think it can save you a lot of time too. So make sure to subscribe for more videos like this and updates regarding my tools. Thanks for watching.